Good morning and happy Monday. Today is Monday. Um, so last week, which was the week of Halloween, so the 31st through the 4th, I had planned on doing a video showing you what I'm doing for my small group reading and math lesson. But y'all, I was sick. Like, I had this terrible cough, the runny nose, the head congestion, like all of that. And so honestly, it was just enough to get here. I ended up taking Tuesday off, which was the day after Halloween, just to kind of give my body some time to rest a little bit. I did come on Halloween. We had a good time. Like, it was actually a really good day. I was surprised at, how well the kids did with their costumes and everything, because I know anything out of a normal routine can be a little rough. Yeah, rough. But it wasn't. They actually did really good. I had the majority of my kids come to school in their costumes. We only had one that we had to help get out of said costume when it was time to go to the bathroom. So that wasn't too bad. And then they did a trunk or treat, which was really cool. They got so much candy. I went out and bought those Halloween buckets that I showed on a couple videos ago. I don't know. And so the kids really enjoyed getting those and being able to take them out for trunk or treat, which was cool. And then I went ahead and took those buckets and kind of, like I said, reorganized them to make sure that they were all even and that everybody had, roughly the same amount of things to take home. So I didn't want anyone to feel left out or slighted. And then we did have 2 kids that were absent that day. So I also kind of pinched some things out of each bag to put in the 2 buckets for the kids that were missing. So that they could have those on Tuesday. So, and both of those 2 children came back on Tuesday. Even though I wasn't here, I made sure that the assistant gave them their Halloween baskets to take home. So we have had a lot of kids kind of back and forth sick. This cough that's going around here is really bad. I know a lot of it is turning into RSV for some people, so I'm grateful that I didn't catch that. I have had a friend that has caught whatever this new strain of COVID is. So I'm grateful that it wasn't that. It was literally just like a head cold, bad cough kind of thing. So Dayquil, NyQuil, kind of knocked it out. My voice is still a little funky. I still have like a small, like lingering cough, and it's not frequent. It's just kind of like every once in a while, just a little. So hopefully the end of this week, it'll be gone. I am still very congested, but I do have very bad allergies. So it's kind of hard for me to tell, like, is this a seasonal thing? Or is this a symptom of, not feeling well last week? So anywho, the purpose of today's video, now that we've gotten all that out the way, was to show you what I'm doing for small groups and what I started doing with small groups last week. So I have, let me find it. I purchased these meal prep packets on TPT years ago. I don't even know if these are still available, but they're made by I think it says Moffat, Moffat girls, and I'll link that down below. But these no prep packets, and this district, well, most of the area is not really fond on worksheets, but it does have some like very useful and valuable information in it that I like to kind of pull and alter if possible. So one of the skills we're working on this week is patterns. I purchased these little clear things from Amazon, and then I took one of the pages on patterns and I laminated it, cut the bottom part off, laminated it, and then just made these with the Velcro. So I can kind of show them this. We can work on it together. And then I do have a sheet, which I enjoy doing because, I mean, technically, yes, it is a worksheet, but it's not the like rote writing, you know, kind. But they really, really, really need help with the cutting. So I mostly use this as a cutting and gluing activity because we've already obviously worked on what a pattern is, what a pattern looks like. And then I also pulled out these linking cubes, and we work on, I'll start a pattern and then they finish it. So last week we just did like the regular AB pattern. So this week I'm gonna try to see if I can mix it up a little bit and do like an ABB pattern. So white, black, black, white, black, black, etc. So I'm gonna try, we'll see. If not, we'll go back to the original one. But I did have most of the kids that I had last week did very, very, very well with patterning. And so last week we did the leaves, which the leaves were a little bit more challenging just because like these two look the same. So it required them to focus on the detail of the lines. So this one, this particular page, it was rough. Like it was rough, but they did well at understanding the concept. And then, you know, once we kind of looked at it and they slowed down, they were able to complete the patterns as well. So if you have a district or a grant or whatever that says no worksheets, you know, just know that this is an option where you just kind of laminate it, and then you can make them more like work, I don't know what they're called. They're more interactive, basically, instead of just the paper pencil task. So I did patterns, and then we also have one for beginning sounds. So, excuse me, same as the pattern one. Last week we did A and B. So again, I took these items, laminated it, Velcroed it, and then I just add the Velcro dots, and then now this is an interactive piece, which the goal is to put these in like I guess probably in the writing center so that they can practice writing their letter B's on whiteboards, and then they can practice putting these sounds together as well. And then this week we are working on letter C and D. And these are all letters that we've reviewed. Well, they reviewed before I got here, but these are all letters that they've done. So we have gone over them, but I did not introduce them to these letters. They were done before I got here. And then again, we just have this sheet where they can do it with me. So they seem to really enjoy it. I know it's funny because I had one kid that really, really, really wanted to come to small group time, but it wasn't his turn yet. And so he was like, when do I get to come? When do I get to come to the table? So if nothing else, they enjoy that, you know, smaller group attention. So, hey, there's that. But yeah, I prefer small groups. I do, obviously, the whole group instruction, just kind of a quick lesson, but mostly whole group is, you know, get up and move kind of activities, or just like that rote memorization, letters, numbers, colors, things like that. But when it comes down to actual like skills that I want you to develop long-term, I do prefer small groups. So this week, we will also hopefully be starting a curriculum called Eureka Math. I kind of got to do a little bit more research on that, but I did start prepping for it last week so that we can introduce more math. And that's something that I would like for either my instructional coach or my assistant to kind of manage, so that I can focus more on the language and literacy tasks, so that my students that are getting ready for kindergarten can be a little bit more prepared than they are at this point. Gratefully, it's still luckily, whoa, coffee, English. Luckily, and I'm very grateful for the fact that it's still early in the year, so we have plenty of time to keep developing those skills. And yeah, I look forward to seeing their continued progress and growth over time. So anyway, this is a super short video. Like I said, just want to come this week, show you what I'm doing for small groups. Next week, I'll probably do like another vlog. This week is so choppy because we have school today and then no school tomorrow because of elections, and then school Wednesday, Thursday, and then no school Friday because of Veterans Day. So it's just gonna be, I was like, it'll be too choppy to vlog this week. So we'll try again for next week. But thank you so much for tuning in with me again today. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. And go check out the next video that YouTube recommends for you. And I'll see you on the next time.